Good afternoon, YouTube. Destiny Bomb bringing you once again, another second gen battle since I couldn't find the first one and my Pika save was messing up. But, I thought I'd just figure I would just bring you guys another second gen because I have been getting a lot of requests to do so. And so I just figured, you know what, why not? So today I bring you a battle against one of the, I guess a person on Shannon's chat. His name is Smoosh Bunny. Doesn't really have a name, so we're just gonna call him Smoosh Bunny. It was a UU. Like I said, I'm not really into OU, so if I ever go to OU, then that'll be the day. That's all I gotta say. There's also an update. We might, as in some of us, might change the tiers list for second and first gen, but don't correct me on that. We might do that soon, but I'll have to get back to you guys. But let's get back to the battle. So I will lead off with my Crobat, and he will lead off with his Hypno. So this Crobat is meant to be like an annoyance, basically. It's basically my plan is to confuse it, poison it, trap it, and then use Fly repeatedly so that I can stall it. Basically, that's what this Crobat is meant for. If it weren't for him setting up a Reflect, I'm pretty sure I would not have taken a Psychic too well at all. And I don't know why he set it up in the first place. I don't know if he knows that there is no Brave Bird this generation. But, yeah. He's just going to continue to hurt himself in his confusion. And I'm going to let Poison take the toll, like I said I would. Now he is trapped and he cannot switch. So that means that he's pretty much done for. Well, yeah, kind of done for. And with Fly, I can use it just to stall, which is a pretty good idea if you ask me. But he's just going to use Thunder Wave, and of course that's just going to cripple my Crobat completely. So now I kind of thought this Crobat was useless, and since that he ran out of not ran out of confusion, but since he stopped being so confused, I'm just going to have to Confuse Ray him again, so that I can just continue to stall him. Poison will take its toll in this case, and thank God it did, because there's nothing else I could have done to this Hypno at all. But yeah, that's beside the point. So I'm going to Fly again, but it turns out I did not Fly at all because I guess his Pokemon, fainted and all that other stuff. So it was at this time. I don't know what he was going to do. I don't know what Pokemon he had. So he's just going to send in his Magaton. I don't know why he named it Illuminati. I really don't, but all I know is that I am completely walled. Like, completely walled. The only thing I can do is just Confuse Ray it and switch out. That's it. But he's just going to set up a Substitute, which is a great play on his part, because that will block my Confuse Ray, and he will hide behind that Substitute. And usually, like, the Magneton that I was using was exactly this. I set up a Substitute and used 3 moves, and I'm pretty sure that's what he had in mind. Now, I'm just going to go into my Magmar, because Magmar is kind of like the only guy on my team that can do some work, or sweep. But in this battle, he's not going to do as much as I thought he would. I will go for a Fire Blast to take out that Substitute, so I can get rid of this Magneton, because I figured it was going to cause some problems. Oh, he's going to go for a Thunder Wave. But thank God I had the Miracle Berry, because I'm not going to use Leftovers all the time, especially on Pokemon that don't really have that good of defense. So, in the meantime, he's just going to switch out. He's going to go into his Gligar, and that's a good play because I will miss the Fire Blast, which kind of sucked. But I was debating on whether to go into the Golduck or my Primate, but I'm just going to go into my Jumpluff, and he's going to go for a Screech. And I should have Encored him, but I decided not to. I'm going to go for a Stun Spore so I can at least probably cripple this thing, because I was kind of fearing the Wing Attack. And he will use the Wing Attack against my Jumpluff, and Jumpluff will live that barely. So that gives me a chance to set up a Leech Seed and Protect and all this other junk so I can recover some of my HP. Like I said, I will go for the Leech Seed, and he will not attack me this turn, which is good because it gives me a chance to recover some HP and stall him out and see what I can do to this Gligar, since I probably shouldn't have given Jumpluff Stun Spore. I probably should have gave it Sleep Powder or Poison Powder if it learns it, so it can help me out with some stalling. But I might have to change that up pretty soon. Who knows? So I'm just going to switch out into my Golduck so I can Ice Beam it or Surf it, or who knows. I just took that Wing Attack like a boss, and it just, oh my god, Golduck just lived it like it was nothing. Like, honest to God, this Golduck in this generation was pretty dang good, but it wasn't too good in this battle. I'm going to go for the Hydro Pump, and I probably should have had Surf in the meantime, because Surf has more accuracy, but he's just going to switch out on his Lantern, and it will take that Hydro Pump pretty good, because Lanterns do have a special defense. And I'm just going to go into my Victory Bell so I can give this thing a shot. I kind of had a game plan going to take out this Lantern. I don't know. I really don't know what I was going to do. I'm going to go for a Sleep Powder now, and after what's going on with this battle, I just learned that Victory Bell is not meant for you at all. So, like I said, we might start a new tier list, like add NU, UU, OU, Borderline, Ubers, and all this other stuff. So, since he sent in his Gligar, I took this opportunity to take his Wing Attacks and to set up a couple Swords Dances to see if I can take down this Gligar. Yeah. So I'm just going to set up a second Swords Dance. So now I'm at +4 attack, which is pretty high, especially for a Victory Bell. And since I had Giga Drain, I figured I can do something to this Gligar. Now watch this. Watch this. I'm going to go for the Giga Drain. Watch. It barely did anything at all. Remember, I'm following a Smogon set. Smogon sets are usually effective, but this one, it didn't do anything to Gligar, and I kind of was hoping that Victory Bell was going to be my lifesaver in this type of situation. I'm going to go into my Primeape, and he's going to predict the oh wait, no, he's not going to predict anything since he can't really do anything. I'm going to go for the Ice Punch, and it nearly takes out this Gligar, which kind of sucked, because I really needed to take out this Gligar, because this Gligar was kind of annoying. So I was going to finish it off with a Hidden Power Psychic, and he's just going to switch out into his Slowbro. And I end up going for the Ice Punch. I'm sorry, I will use the Hidden Power Psychic later. Now, it was at this time I couldn't really do anything to the Slowbro, so I had to switch out into my Jumpluff, and I kind of did a good play, because he did go for Thunder Wave, and if I had to cripple one thing, it had to be Jumpluff, because I had to use my other pokes later on. But he's going to switch out, and I'm just going to go for the Stun Spore, and I do get paralyzed, which is good, because it just saved my kind of saved me in the end. But I will go for the Leech Seed, so I can try to run down this Gligar. But of course, my luck, I do get paralyzed, and he will just ignore his paralyzation. And with that, I'm just going to try to go for another Leech Seed, so I can try to, before I die off. And I'm lucky enough I get it, and lucky enough it was before I died and all that. So I'm going to go into my Magmar, sorry. And I'm just going to finish it off. I'm going to finish off this Gligar with Hidden Power Water, which is probably what I should have done earlier in order to take out this Gligar. But I don't know. I just kind of messed up, I guess. But it was at this time. I don't know what he was going to send in. I was kind of hoping he would send in his Slowbro, and I was right. He does go for that, so that gives me a chance to go for a Thunder Punch and try to paralyze this thing. But he's going to go for a Thunder Wave, and it's too late for me because I already used my Miracle Berry, and I kind of needed it now more than ever. And now he's going to switch out, and he's going to go into his Lantern again, and he will predict that Thunder Punch. Lantern takes it fairly nicely, I gotta say, pretty decently. So I was going to go for the Cross Chop, but he's just going to go for the Surf, and I kind of was hoping I was not going to live this, but you know, I kind of didn't live it at all because I missed my Cross Chop, which kind of mattered because I wanted to do something to get rid of this Lantern. So I figured, you know, why not just go for a Cross Chop, and you know, but I kind of missed. So I'm going to go into my Primeape, and since I don't have Earthquake or Hidden Power Ground, I'm just going to go out for a Cross Chop and see how much it would do to this Lantern. It did a decent amount, so I figured I can take a Surf and a Thunderbolt, so lucky enough I didn't get the Parahacks or anything. Once again, I'm going to go for another Cross Chop, and hopefully I get a crit this time, so I can, because otherwise I couldn't really do anything. So lucky enough I do get the critical hit on this Lantern, so it was kind of tied at 3-3 or 3-2. He's going to go into his Hitmonlee, and I'm going to go for the Hidden Power Psychic, and I expected it to do a little bit more to this Hitmonlee. Now, if I went for the cross chop, I'm pretty sure I would have done a little bit more. Maybe get a crit or anything, but I'm going to go for cross chop now and see how much it would actually do to this Hitmonlee. It did way more than Hidden Power Psychic, so I was just thinking I should have went for the cross chop in the first place. I'm on my last Pokemon, Golduck, and of course I go for the stupid play and I go for the Hydro Pump, hoping I would hit it, but he hits his high jump kick and I miss my Hydro Pump. I think that makes perfect sense. Sarcasm, sarcasm. And now I'm kind of down just to my last point here. I know he was going to go for the high jump kick again, and luckily enough, I do live it. I will go for the cross chop, and I do get a critical hit. I don't know if it mattered or not. If it did, then I do apologize sincerely. Now he's on his Slowbro, and of course that's going to be a good game because I kind of thought he was going to go for the Psychic or something to take me out of. So I'm going to go for Hidden Power Grass. It did a pretty decent amount to the Slowbro. Maybe it would have helped me out a little bit earlier, but he's going to just mess around with me and just go for the Thunder Wave when he probably should have just ended the game with a Psychic already. I will have to go for another Hidden Power, but it's too late. He will finish the game with a Psychic, and he does get a critical hit, which probably didn't matter. So good game, man. More first and second gen battles later on. Yes, my record is 1-4. I apologize, and I am out of here, guys. Peace.